Look, unfortunately, I'm sick, so I can't talk too loud. I sound a little off, but the most important LEGO reveal in maybe forever for me just happened, which is the LEGO Mario minifigure sets releasing January 1st. There's 8 of them, and LEGO has completely ditched that electronic Mario system and gave us minifigures for all these characters, which the design of these are filled with so many crazy pieces. I mean, look, there's a Bowser Big Fig. Actually, yeah, we'll start out with that set. This is $100 with 850 pieces. If you didn't catch that original teaser video, yeah, these minifigures have molded heads, which I know is a controversial choice in the LEGO community. I personally like molded heads for really cartoony characters. Like, I love the LEGO Simpsons molded heads, the old Toy Story ones, which they haven't used since 2010. My only worry with the molded heads is that you can't swap out the hats. I would love to see like swappable hats, and we're not entirely sure if that's possible. I mean, it has happened before where like we had the LEGO Troll sets, and it looked like these were all one piece, but no, you could swap out their hair rather easily. Regardless, this is the only set with Fire Mario, and the Fire Mario design looks awesome. What leads me to think that maybe you could swap out the hats is that this has the same exact facial expression as the one in this smaller Mario Kart set, but that one has a different hat, so who knows? The torso legs look good. I'm surprised they went with regular legs instead of mid legs for him, but I think the Mario minifigure, the proportions are perfect. But the design for Princess Peach looks pretty great as well. Again, a big molded head, so if that's not your thing, I guess you're disappointed, but it is my thing. And I wonder if this tiara is like an accessory piece or if that's also just molded through the whole thing. The design of the torso and legs looks great with a dress piece. But yeah, that Bowser Big Fig is so interesting to me. We don't really get new Big Fig pieces anymore. Like, there was a time in around like 2016 where LEGO was introducing all these crazy Big Figs. It's cool to see just straight up a whole new Big Fig base here with that Bowser head and everything standing up. And then you got those big Bowser arms, which are new pieces. Then you got the shell, which I guess is a new piece, but it could just be one piece connected to the head. It's a very interesting molding going on right there. There's also a Koopa Troopa, which I really like how that came out. The use of like a neck attachment, I guess that's one of the ones that has like a stud on it maybe. But there's something about the shape in there that looks a little bit different to me. But yeah, that shell piece looks really cool. I wonder if that's the same one that they use in the Mario Kart sets to like shoot out. I would guess they're different because those have like an attachment to them in the Mario Kart sets so that they could attach those launcher pieces. But yeah, the sculpt on the head looks great, and you got some dual molded short legs that look great. There's even like a new mold for the Goomba, which I wonder if the top part and the bottom part are separate pieces or if it's just one whole piece altogether. The design of Bowser's castle looks great. This is the only side we see so far. They haven't uploaded any more pictures than these two, which both show just the front of the castle. I'm curious about the interior, but I really like the design of this way better than the designs from the course builder system for Bowser castles, which were fun, but I always felt like they focused more on play than display. And by play, you know, interactive Mario features. Okay, the Mario Wonder one, I still really like that. That was actually a nice display set. Now it is a facade, so take that as you may. This also comes with a POW block, and there's this new like pipe piece, and you can't really see the pipe piece's bottom, but in the smallest set, there's actually this weird kind of like bottom part of the pipe where it attaches to a bunch of plates. But you can see that's like a like a 8x8 like brick piece. I'm really curious why they made that a new piece, and if there's like a play function there or something like that. We don't really, again, have more pictures or videos of these sets, so I'm not sure what that play function is going to be, but you can see there is like a little part at the side that might be like a trigger to maybe launch Mario out of the pipe or something like that. I'm very, very curious to see how that works, but again, so many interesting new pieces here. So yeah, this is a $10 set, and I like that this is a cheap set that doesn't feel overpriced or anything like that. They call this specific set Mario's Pipe Jump, and it has 61 pieces. Again, emphasizing that jump, so I'm guessing there's some play feature there. And yeah, this is just a great introduction to the theme where you got that Mario minifigure in the most basic version of Mario. It's like, yeah, you don't have to pay $1,000 to get Mario. Just like you don't have to pay too much to even get Bowser. Like $60 again is the minimum to get Bowser. So I really like that. And that also includes a Goomba. You can see how they're using printed 2x2 tiles for coin designs now. There's also like a little launching play feature right here, probably for the Goomba. Maybe it just kind of, launches that whole plate that the Goomba's on. a very cute, cheap set, which I think is something we need more from licensed sets nowadays, where it feels like a lot of licenses, like, I love the One Piece sets, there's not really cheap sets there, you know? Like, the cheapest sets you'll get are $30, which, again, those have great minifigures and great builds, but this is something that I want from more licenses. Like, look, there's also a $15 Mario Kart set. Very simple design for the kart there. That looks accurate. I like the build there. It doesn't look oversized or anything. The only part that looks off is, you know, the shell launcher, but that's something that's surely easy to remove. You can see how that attaches there just by looking at the opposite side. But yeah, they also routed out the shell pieces. Like, we do have a new top shell piece, which I find interesting. I guess that is the one that they use for the Koopa Troopa, because you can see that's a configuration with like a bumper piece at the bottom. But yeah, they didn't reuse the more blocky looking one that fit the course builder system style. So I like that they went above and beyond there. Now, do notice there are stickers on here, which when the Mario line was first introduced, there were no stickers. But with the Mario Kart sets that were even course builder, we had stickers. So I'm not super surprised there. I'm glad parts like, say, the coin right here are an actual print. But yeah, there's the same banana piece for the course builder system. They didn't really need to improve that. This is a really fun set. It's $20 and it's called Cheep Cheep Beach. And I like how they have Mario from the Mario Odyssey like beach outfit with his shirtless design right there. You know, you even got some like breast going on. Yeah. And then you have dual molded legs with the swim trunks, which, yeah, that's a great print that will be very usable. You can just make those like undies or whatever. Seemingly some hopefully printing, but it could probably be a sticker for the surfboard right there. This isn't really anything specifically like from the game. There is like a Cheep Beach as like a Mario Kart level, but it's a cute design if you're just going to make up random things, whatever. I like how there's like a sandwich right here and then a design of like a Yoshi cup or whatever. That's cute, though we don't get a print for the Yoshi cup, which that would have been a good like little cylinder print or whatever. But yeah, more stickers at the top right here. This shows us how the block piece works, which was in the Bowser's Castle set. It's also in this Fire Luigi set, which you can see that there's probably like a little play feature where, since this seemingly is connected to like a bigger Technic pin piece, you can push it down and reveal this coin right here, which this is a smaller coin print than the coin print we saw in the other set, which was a 2x2 tile. This is like a 1x1 tile, so I like the versatility there. Interesting new piece, right, for this base block design. You do got some nice printing on there, so I like that configuration. And then you got a side stepper, which the side stepper looks pretty dang big, like kind of oversized. I do like the printing and everything on there. It doesn't seem to use stickers, and it's good to see that classic Mario Bros enemy. And then there's a next Mario Kart set, which is $30, and it's the only set with normal Luigi in it. Now there's another $30 set with Luigi in it, but it's Fire Luigi. So yeah, this is a 4+ set, which is interesting because the Lego Mario theme never got 4+ sets before. The course builder system just didn't allow it. I will say, simplified builds, but those are pretty dang accurate to the in-game counterpart, which now they're switching to Mario Kart World for the first time. And that'll become more evident with the next Mario Kart set. But yeah, they did a good job using those simplified pieces to capture these without a compromise of the design in-game, which I like. And because it is a 4+ set, that means these are all prints, unlike, say, that other Mario Kart set. But yeah, I think they did justice to both of these vehicles. This is also the only set with Bowser Jr., which the design of Bowser Jr. looks great in my opinion. Once again, we have a configuration with that neck attachment piece. This really makes it clear that it's the existing one with a stud there, but we do have a new Bowser Jr. shell piece, which doesn't appear to any of the other sets there, which that's really cool. And of course, Bowser Jr. head sculpt, which looks great. Almost looks like that, you know, hair at the top is a separate piece, but I don't think so. Love the torso print going on there. Arm printing, which is great. But yeah, the sculpt for Luigi looks interesting. I think just the open mouth is throwing me off here because I think Fire Luigi looks great, but there's something that makes him look like he's out of proportion with that open mouth design here. So yeah, it's really cute. And again, $30. If you're a price per piece ratio person, though, it is only 104 pieces. But yeah, I would prefer if this was $20, but it's not the biggest deal out there. Then we got another 4+ set, which is Yoshi at Mario's house for $40 with 147 pieces, which, yeah, that's overpriced. This also looks like a $20 set. That Yoshi sculpt, though, is insane. Like, I don't even think I like it that much. It looks a bit too chonky, but I get what they were doing there, where it seems like there's a separate, shell piece right here, which is one of the new shell pieces, and they just have that. You can remove that so that you can put Mario to sit on Yoshi's back. There's no pictures of that, again, because we just got these 2 pictures that don't really illustrate that concept. But yeah, the sculpt there is kind of crazy. I mean, we do get arms like a Lego dinosaur design. Like, I don't think those are posable, but maybe they are. But you got like the legs going on there. You got like the head, which is seemingly a separate piece. So it seems like he has like a minifigure neck going on there. So he's like a 3-piece configuration. I didn't really get to talk too much about the Mario face prints. This smiling face print is the same one that we get in the beach set, as well as the smallest set. I do wish we got a little bit more variety of printed faces. Like, I think back to the Angry Birds line where Red had a different face print in every one of the sets. It's like here, okay, we got 2 different face prints for Mario, but whatever, it's not the biggest deal out there. The design of Mario's house is a completely original creation. They just make this stuff up. I do find the printed little glasses right here interesting. You know, those panel pieces that are like with a 1x4 base. That's interesting. There's like a pizza, which, okay, Mario loves pizza, right? That is something I've never seen stated before, but okay. I'm a huge Mario fan, and somebody's probably going to be in the comments like, actually, in Mario's Missing, Mario loved pizza, so haha. And then this design of a slide in green is really nice. I don't think we've gotten this slide in that color before. But yeah, most of this is just an original creation, and you get a Goomba. The highlight of this is that you get Yoshi. It's the only set of this first wave with Yoshi. Are you willing to pay $40 for that? Well, that's your choice. This set also has a Goomba. This is some type of launching feature, and I believe this is the same printed piece that they use for the hat in the Mario Kart set. Then we have this $60 Mario Kart race set, which, yeah, like I said, this is directly based off of Mario Kart World. The design of this has a total of 409 pieces. They have the friggin' cow character, which I find hilarious because that character over so many other Mario characters in Wave 1, but like, screw it. Yeah, let's do it. The build there is interesting. I actually don't mind it. Like, it's so weird, but that's a pretty good job for a brick-built version of the Mario Kart World design. You know, you got prints there. I really like the use of spoons for the ears there. That's really clever. This is actually the only character in this whole wave that was never present in the course builder sets. This is the only set with Toad. Yeah, the Toad design looks really cool. Interesting that they didn't use the minifigure head. Like, I thought maybe this minifigure could pass with a minifigure head. You know, he doesn't have a nose or anything like that, but no, they're really committing to making all molded heads. You know, you would just have like the top mushroom attachment. I guess it would look a little bit weird if like one character had a minifigure head and the others didn't. But the sculpt there for the head looks good. And yeah, this is the other set that you could get Bowser, which I'm glad there's a cheaper alternative than $100. You know, the choice of putting Goomba in here feels a little bit like a cop-out just for how common and like how simple the build for Goomba is. You know, it's not exactly a minifigure, but whatever, I'll take it. The build for each of these carts looks accurate to their in-game counterparts, which are cool. But yeah, I think for the $60 price, it may feel a little bit overpriced, especially considering it's 3 or 9 pieces. But the design here does have so many interesting new parts. I get it. You get a whole freaking big fig. And if you notice in this picture, we do have a mystery item block right there, which is different from the item block design that we had in the Lego Mario Course Builder sets. I like how they're seemingly like that really nice translucent sparkly blue design. That looks cool. And then the final set is the Fire Luigi and Koopa Troopa battle, which is also $30. This one might be like a store exclusive because it has a set number after all the other ones. But yeah, this gives us a better look at the Luigi figure since he's out of the cart in these pictures. I don't know, my eyes are playing tricks on me, but it almost looks like he has like a longer torso or something going on there with longer arms, but I think my eyes are playing tricks on me. And the design right here looks great. I mean, I love the fire outfit. He has a more determined face look. This is the only set with like a determined Luigi face. The use of that newer bulb piece for the fireballs surprisingly works. Like, it's simple. They didn't make like a new piece or anything, but that's effective. The design for the castle is really cute. You know, it looks like the ones at the end of the levels of the original Super Mario Bros. Game. It's funny how Koopa has like a torch though. Like, okay, I don't really associate that with the character. The figure is the same one from the Bowser's Castle set. I wish they did say a red Koopa Troopa in here and a green one in that set, or vice versa, just to distinguish the two. There's a solid cannon build, which reminds me of the ones from New Super Mario Bros. As opposed to the one from Mario 64, which I guess there's some launching feature there because there's like a little target right here. This is seemingly the only set that has a fire flower, but I would guess the Bowser's Castle set has it. We just don't see it in the pictures. That's an entirely new piece as well. You can see how that has like a stem piece going on there. That's really cool. That has the same function with the mystery block. There's even more of the small coins right there. I do wish the castle walls panel pieces were printed and not stickered. At $30, I think this one's worth the price. Like, the other ones feel a little bit overpriced here and there, but this one I'm like, yeah, that looks like something that would be a $30 set. Okay, maybe a couple years ago, $25 set, but whatever, I'll take it. I personally love these sets. I don't think they're like amazing, but it tickles a lot of things I love from Lego. I'm a minifigure person. We have Mario Minifigures. I mean, ever since I got into Lego and I was aware of the presence of licenses, I wanted Lego Mario. And it's a dream come true in this way where there's minifigures. You know, these are very cartoony sets and cartoony characters, which is right up my alley. So that's my 2 cents. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you like these sets? Do you think they're better than the Course Builder sets? I'll take these over the Course Builder sets any day. It's exactly what I wanted. And I'm glad these are a cheap assortment of sets. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you agree or disagree with my love of these sets? Subscribe here for more Lego news and commentary, and I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.